Good evening. The Green and Gold were celebrating a big milestone this weekend. It's been 100 years since Lakeland College opened its doors. The Next 100 Years banquet last night welcomed hundreds of people at the Vermilion Regional Center. And as Annika News explains, some of the guests attended the college more than 70 years ago.
The Vermilion Regional Center was filled with smiling faces at the banquet. Bill Fox graduated 55 years ago from an agriculture program. He says it's a time of reflection as the college equipped him with practical skills during his time as a student.
We had carpentry work, we had blacksmithing and welding, crops, a bit of livestock. They had a dairy farm here, so we had to go out one morning at 4 o'clock in the morning and do the dairy bit, milk the cow and whatever.
The skills he learned laid the groundwork for his future. Fox pursued a career in farming, but says knowing other trades on the side pays the bills.
Basically, I was a farmer, but you had to do other things to make the farm pay. So I worked in heavy equipment for a number of years, and I drove truck and I hauled gravel, and I worked in the oil industry back and forth, but we always came back to the farm.
And MLA Richard Starkey agrees, saying the college plays a huge role in preparing young students with the practical skills necessary for working in the region.
And the fact that a lot of these things are developed on the student-managed farm, which is very, very unique to Lakeland College, and gives students that opportunity for some real-world experience in terms of, how you operate and manage.
The weekend wasn't just a celebration of history, but staff say it's also about the future of the college.
It's really refreshing because everyone's looking at what can we do better and next. So no one's resting on laurels at this institution. Everyone's trying to find the next greatest, best way to deliver courses.
A time capsule sealed in 1988 was opened. It was a surprise as no one knew what was placed in the capsule 25 years ago. Another is in the making to open at the next celebration.
We want to put things in that they'll look at and say, are you kidding me? They did that back then? And so it's not only going to be exciting to open it up, but it's also going to be exciting to create something that we want to awe people when they decide to open it 25 years henceforth.
And alumni say they are proud of the college and how it has impacted their lives and the progression they've seen over the years.
It's just great. And the camaraderie and what the people have done from, an agricultural atmosphere to the different events, oil business and all that, they've really excelled.
One of my classmates became a member of Parliament, and one of them, I met him when I worked with a thing called Ag Summit 2000, and another one I met, different places they turn up.
As today is the official anniversary of the college, celebration activities wrapped up. Annika News, Newcap News.
And here's what MP Leon Benoit had to say about Canada's plan to speed the application process for Filipino immigrants affected by the typhoon.
Canada has such a large and important Filipino community that I think it's appropriate our government does what we can to help out families in the Philippines who need our help. Filipinos have proven to be just wonderful citizens, great workers, just add so much to our country, and I think this is an important step we've taken.
Now, for more information, you can visit the Citizenship and Immigration Canada website at cic.gc.ca. The federal government, for a fourth year in a row, Operation Christmas Driver is underway in the border city. The campaign run by the RCMP focuses on educating the public on impaired driving during the Christmas season.
Initiatives such as media releases and visiting schools to give them education in this. So hopefully the message is getting out.
RCMP say they've seen a decrease in the amount of impaired driving charges and roadside license suspensions over the past few years. Now, from January to December in 2011, there were 179 impaired driving charges and 133 roadside suspensions. In 2012, there was a slight increase in impaired driving charges, but less roadside suspensions. And RCMP say this year, so far, there have been decreased numbers in both categories. RCMP say it's important for people to think ahead before drinking
there's
and driving.
now some additional taxis in town, so getting a safe ride is not an issue anymore. Designated drivers every night. It's really not worth taking the risk.
There will be an increase of police patrol and check stops around the city. Operation Christmas Driver will run until the end of December. The federal government will also be providing the city of Lloydminster a large amount of money for infrastructure development. MP Benoit also made the announcement on Friday. The border city will receive just under $1 million from the gas tax fund, which funds infrastructure all across the country.
We apply for this every year. It's something that the federal government has made consistent and something that we can bank on every year and know it's coming in.
The amount given will increase based on the 2% adjustment and the population growth in the city.
So the money in this instance is going to our stormwater development up in the northwest corner of Lloydminster. As developments increase in the area, the stormwater has to go somewhere, and it's not a sexy topic. It's not something that is real exciting, but it needs to be done, and it does cost a lot of money.
Canada's gas tax fund has provided $13 billion to communities to date.